What's going on, my fam sizzles? Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Behind the Booth with me, DJ iSizzle. So, I had the worst experience as a wedding DJ. Now, this happened some years ago, and I wasn't the DJ, but I was there observing before I became DJ iSizzle, the Seattle wedding DJ, the one you go to when you want an amazing DJ and MC experience. I got to talk to you about what I learned, and I will wake up in a cold sweat some nights thinking about this wedding, thinking about this wedding DJ and what he did to this couple's wedding. And I wrote down some notes. I'm going to be looking down, referring to them occasionally if you're wondering what I'm doing. So, the first thing, it seemed like it was going to be a great wedding. And all of a sudden, somebody started like tripping, and you could hear this like, whoa. And it was like they kind of touched the cake and they kind of moved it and they tripped. It kind of felt they didn't knock the cake all the way over. Thank God there was people around, but it was close. Hey, no harm, no foul. Sometimes we lose our balance, we lose our stepping, whatever. All things forgiven, forgotten. Whew, thank goodness you didn't do anything. So then, as the speeches were gonna begin, the DJ got up there and started going, I'd like to thank you all for being here. And I just want to know this, and then and then we're gonna speeches. That was number 2. Hey, I get it, you're shy on the microphone, but if you're a wedding DJ and MC, or even if you're just a wedding DJ, let the couple know I don't do any MC work. Or let them know what kind of MC you are. I'm a mumbly MC. I'm not a funny MC. I always tell couples, like, I'm like, first and foremost, I'm not a comedian. I don't plan on being a comedian. I don't practice stand-up. I leave that to your friends and family that are going to be there, the wedding party. Let them be the funny ones. I'll be the host. I'll help you transition. I'm great with announcements, great with formalities. I'm great with introducing people for the speeches. But if you want me to tell jokes and cheesy, no, not me. So mumbling, hey, we all get afraid on the microphone. I'm not perfect on the microphone. I've mispronounced somebody's name and I apologize. I said, excuse me, I apologize. I said the wrong name. I meant to say, let's give them a round of applause. Great recovery. That's how you do that. Third one, I think, is unforgivable. And this is something that I have a list of, I call them standards and rules. The number one rule for me as a wedding DJ, because I am getting paid, this is not my wedding. I am not part of the family. I don't know anybody. They're hiring me to come in and perform a service, an entertainment service, keep the flow going service. Let's have everybody unite, celebrate love today service. This DJ was taking shots after shot and drinking. You ever gotten like a Caesar salad and it's just soaked? Just like, I mean, the whole thing, it's not a salad, it's a soup of Caesar dressing. That's what it felt like. Like, whoa. That's the, let me get the salad dressing on the side and I'll put a little on when I want some of it, and then I'll put it back on the side. I'm going to take my time with the dressing. I don't need you to make it a soupy salad. One of my main rules is never drink and DJ. Now, keep in mind, I get offered drinks, shots, smokes. Not saying that this happens at weddings, but I've been offered all these things, and I always say, unfortunately, I can't. I have to DJ a wedding tomorrow, or I just can't. I don't drink and DJ. I don't know how to do it. So it would not be good. And believe me, the results of this DJ that was drinking and DJing, the mixes started getting clunky, started conflicting. Songs would just get cut off. It's just too loud sometimes, too quiet sometimes. Oh man, it just is not a flow. And I don't know, man. Like, this is the most important day of a couple's life, and you want to just drink and just throw it all away and just get unfocused and just turn up and party and not be the DJ. Look, man, you're steering a ship, you're steering a bus, a car. Don't drink and DJ at a wedding. Okay. I take it very seriously. I'm being paid to perform a service. That would be like if you hired me to be the designated driver and I was taking shots right behind the car and being like, okay, guys, I'm the designated driver. I'm here. Like, what are you doing? No, absolutely not. This is not acceptable. So these are some rules that I have. I don't do this because also I have an assistant with me that does the driving. Sure, I could drink. No, I'm not drinking. I don't drink. This is not a time and a place for me to drink. These are rules that I set out because they're very important to keep your standards high up here. And then always, I always do this. I always get the must plays, the do not plays. Man, this DJ, he started playing like gangster, like beef rap. And I don't know. It just, the dance floor cleared and the F bombs were going everywhere and the accusations of what this person was and what they weren't was coming out. And I don't know, man. A little early to be playing the gangster rap, your opening set. Um, so yeah, drunk, gangster rap, clunky, terrible mixing. Audio was awful. And then the icing on the cake. The bride's mom came up and I don't know. I couldn't tell if she pushed him or was cussing at him, but there was a lot of like this going on and a lot of like, what the, that kind of thing. Um, you know, you have to respect the people that pay you. You have to respect the crowd that is in front of you. And by doing so, you must prepare. And in preparation, you must have ways of saying, hey, did you want this to be played at your wedding? Did you not want this to be played at your wedding? Is there going to be a lot of kids and you guys are kind of like into censorship? Oh, so you probably don't want a lot of bad words and accusations about other people that are really just disrespectful to listen to at a wedding. Um, or do you want clean music? Do you want fun, multi-generational music? How would you like your wedding to go? As a DJ, professional DJ, there's a lot of I get people inquiring sometimes and saying, "Oh, our DJ canceled on us." That's not a professional DJ. Professional DJs don't cancel. So maybe they call themselves a DJ, but that's not a DJ. That's I don't know. Maybe that's a hobbyist. And there's nothing wrong with being a hobby DJ, but if you're going to commit to somebody's wedding, please, by all means, ask them a whole bunch of questions. Is it okay if I drink? Is it okay if I play gangster rap? Is it okay if I'm a terrible mixer? Is it okay if your mom cusses me out? I mean, like, it was one of the worst, like, experiences. And I think we all know, right? Like, we've been to so many different plays, we've been to performances, we've been to shows, we've watched TV, we've watched our phones, we watch people perform. We watch entertainment every day. And we know, right? We know what's good and we know what's bad. We're like, we just know. We're like, there's something not practiced about this. There's something that's just kind of disrespectful about this. I don't know what it is. Something just not turning me right with this person. So, um, I wanted to share this with you because what I learned from that night is that you know, pay attention to your surroundings. Okay. Pay attention to your surroundings. Always speak clearly and confidently. Never drink and DJ. Always get a must play and do not play from your couple. Practice, 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 and respect the people who pay you. All right. I'm DJ iSizzle. Thank you so much for listening to Behind the Booth today. I appreciate it. Leave a like, leave a comment. We will talk to you next week. Thank you so much. Bye.